Hello everyone and welcome back to PS3 Factorio. Today we're going to be listening to a little bit of Monster Cat in the background. So, mainly the reason why background sounds going to be extremely quiet, because it is extremely annoying when it gets sped up 3 times. Yeah, that's probably going to be the way it is moving forward. I don't really care for the music, honestly. So coming right back in. It's been a couple days since I've played. We're just going to go ahead and make sure that our copper is expanded here. And try to get research going as smoothly as possible. Red packs are going to need to be expanded. I'm going to add 2 more copper mines to increase production quite a bit. And we're going to add 2 more red pack factories, assemblers, to get that going a little bit better. Let's try to balance it. I still don't really have it balanced, but as long as it's moving along at a decent pace, it's fine. As long as I'm getting things done while I'm waiting for batteries and plastic to be finished, that's good. Let's get as much green and red research out of the way as possible so I can get my blue packs fed in. At which point we're doing all that research. I'm going to be trying to go for the spaceport and launch a rocket as soon as possible. Not a real fan of the PS3 controller. It is kind of turning out to be a little bit of an issue, honestly. I mean, it's not too bad, but it's just kind of hard to hold in the right position for the camera to get it decently. I mean, you know, first world problems, but whatever. So I like to call this iron mine the trash pit, because it's just a bunch of garbage. It's really in a bad spot. It's really small. It's kind of weird to think it's my only source of iron. Anyway. We're also going to go through and get our steel here. And we're probably going to be upgrading a couple of these furnaces. Increase production a bit. Can't exactly see what I'm researching right now, for some reason. I think it got cut off somehow. Yeah, it looks like the scaling wasn't the best. But kinda already rendered this episode. So too bad. I did move the controller up to the top left. So I think that helped quite a bit, I would have to say. I'm going to upgrade all these furnaces to steel furnaces, just to try to increase production a bit. I already have unlocked electric furnaces, so I might actually be moving towards that. Probably just try to save coal for... Just try to save coal for plastic, and I guess power as well. I do want to just do all coal power, although I guess I could do solid fuel power. I have seen a layout for a solid fuel fired power plant, oil fired power plant, essentially. And yeah, it looks pretty nice. It really does. There is some extra oil around me, so I might go for oil-fired power plant. Pretty an interesting idea. And there's my pack of gum. If you got that or not. Oil-fired power plants. That's an interesting idea. There definitely is some extra oil, so we could do that. Man, is that right? There's like no ore to the south? Man, you know, I thought it put like bigger patches and, you know, more abundant resources, but I guess not. It just didn't turn out that way. Hopefully our walls will hold for a while. Yeah, man, there's not very many resources on this map. I don't know what I did to set it up all screwed up. It's strange. Yeah, there's like nothing out there. That sucks. So we are going to place a wall right here. We had a hole. It's gonna get crazy. I never finished walling it off. That could be a problem. We're gonna get our oil started here. So we'll be putting down a couple oil derricks as well as some refineries. It seems like every day I find a more and more compact version of a refinery. Someone comes up with a better, smaller version. Especially when you're playing on a map that's only like 25 tiles wide. It really does make a difference. I really hope that only putting 50 bullets into a turret isn't going to come back and screw me. We'll see on that. Yeah, honestly, like, the controls are pretty optimized. Sometimes it's a little difficult to remember what's what. But, I mean, the way I set it up is that everything is pretty much where it would be on the keyboard, just in a different kind of mindset. I mean, you know, shift is above control, left and right click use the same exact two fingers. So really the transition is not that hard to make. You're basically doing the same thing that you would be using a keyboard. Now, one of the things I've noticed is that the left joystick is, when you shake it, it picks up items. Sometimes it can get stuck, and so you're running around picking up tons of stuff off the belts, and that's just not good. So we're going to actually start up a second iron smelting operation, which, honestly, this is going to be the last coal-fired operation I do for smelting. Everything after this is going to be electric furnaces. It's just too much of a pain to have to set that up all the time. We're actually going to send our furnaces straight down. It'll work a little bit better. And it looks like we got some extra coal here. So let's go ahead and borrow that. The one thing that really bothers me with the PS3 controller is that if you want to make a really, really fine adjustment with the mouse, you have to like barely tap it. You have to like look at it. If you look at it wrong, it will not go in the correct direction. It's crazy. Getting that all fired up. Not exactly sure what I'm going to use it for yet, but it will become apparent very quickly. I don't really have a dedicated source of extra plate as it is anyway, so we're definitely going to need to get that going. I don't know. I haven't really played that much, but it really seems like when you get into like the mid game where you're worrying about blue circuits, I always get there and I just kind of get lost because I don't really know the setups or the builds for all that. I mean, oil used to kind of be that way. Now I know oil pretty well, so it's just going to take a while for me to figure out blue circuits or blue packs, let alone, yeah, blue circuits, and then all the modules. I have still like never set up module factories. I still don't even know what a rocket silo takes. And I know that some people have only been able to build a rocket silo in 6 hours, so, and that's like speed running it. So really, if I want to be able to do it at a decent pace, I'm going to really expand quickly. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing. A little bit crazy. You know, I think it can be done with a PS3 controller. I'm going to prove that it can be. I just kind of wish I knew more of what I was doing, but oh well. We'll make it work. We have quite a bit of space here to expand in. And it looks like we're under attack in the south. We're going to go check that out real quick. While we're down here, we're just going to check up on some furnace production. Looks like there's quite a bit of backup, and we died. It happened so fast, I had no ammo. I couldn't remember what button on the controller to hit to actually fire my weapon, because it had been so long since I used it. I didn't even have ammo anyway. It wouldn't have mattered. I actually get hit really hard. So we just need to go through it and make an official wall here. I've made this mistake before. I'll make a wall all the way around the north, and then in the south I'll do nothing. Don't do that. Because you think, oh, we're safe in the south. Come back, half your base is gone. Person you're playing with says, hey, let's demolish the rest of our base, and then we'll just switch everything to bot manufacturing. And just totally redo our base. And it's like, what? I don't want to start over. Why would I come from? But we're just going to go ahead and put some turrets down here. I'm not going to set up belt-fed turrets yet. Might become a necessity. It's just kind of a pain to feed bullets all the way around. Pick up some of our extra iron and try to navigate around the mess that has become our generators. We're going to be needing to set up an additional generator setup pretty soon. Keep things going. I really hate this iron mine. Just don't know why. To me, it just looks trashy. I'm going to go ahead and reinforce that wall a bit. And we're going to start storing these green chips. It's good to have backlogs of things so that if production shuts down somewhere, you can always put stuff back on a belt while you're waiting. Just going to beef up this wall a bit. Why not? And we're going to start researching concrete. Concrete actually takes quite a bit of resources to research, but I kind of need something to kind of just hold me over until we get there. I would like to get bots, but I don't know. I think it'll be worth it to get bots. Get bots. I don't know. I just feel like getting bots is going to take away from rushing towards a spaceport. But in the end, bots will probably help quite a bit in building a spaceport. Right now, it's about making batteries and plastic, and then doing whatever it takes to make ridiculous amount of blue packs. Which doesn't even need to be ridiculous now, just a couple. Ridiculous amount of red circuits, I suppose. That's always the issue. Need batteries for laser turrets. And I would actually like to switch over to laser turrets soon. Kind of cool it with the ammo production. Kind of turns into a waste of iron. And then for power, honestly, I just don't want to do solar panels. Well, I think oil-fired power plants. I think that's in my future, honestly. Yeah, obviously it's been a long time since I've made batteries because sulfur does not instantly become sulfuric acid. I just like hooked up my pipe directly to the sulfur plant. I'm like, oh, we're good to go, right? Nope. Not the way it works. Anyway. Get that all rolling. We're going to take our sulfur over, as well as some iron, and make our sulfuric acid. You can tell already, though, that my belt setup is not correct. Let's go back and fix that. That's a good setup here. Now we're just going to smart insert off iron, because I'm too lazy. Don't hang me. I'm just gonna send some sulfuric acid up here. And we'll have our batteries going. Now it's gonna get plastic. We'll be making smart inserters, red circuits, steel, and I don't know. Maybe I'll see you next time.